AMC's options chain just got loaded up even more for the week, quad witching week that we have just entered. Today is Monday, Friday, tons of options are about to expire. You can see AMC has an options chain with over 350,000 calls expiring this week and only 42,000 puts expiring this week. Now jumping right into the video, AMC Entertainment Holdings Board of Directors just elected Marcus Glover to serve as a director of the company effective September 12th, 2024. He will serve as a Class 1 director with a term expiring at the company's 2027 annual meeting of stockholders. Overall, I see this as a positive catalyst for the company. Will it affect stock price? Probably not. This is more so neutral. Fundamental wise, positive. Now, speaking of fundamentals, AMC is on track to have the best quarter since COVID started, which also means we could potentially go positive. AMC box office revenue could pass $2.7 billion for the quarter if we maintain our daily average, which would drastically hurt short sellers. Could this be the upcoming catalyst for AMC? Maybe, maybe not. We need to talk about the charts, but also to make sure to put your tinfoil hat on, because we need to talk about what Roaring Kitty may have been trying to show us. First of all, AMC is basically flat once again. Barcoding. This is the part of the cycle it is in. Everything has lined up until this point, and there is not one thing that has changed. We should theoretically be right here in the cycle. AMC obviously getting a much weaker move, but essentially we should be seeing this pop this week. And what is this week? Probably one of the biggest catalysts of the year, rate cuts. Are they going to cut by 0.25? Are they going to cut by 0.5? Are they going to cut by 0.75, which we're going to talk a little bit about later? How is this going to affect our meme plays? Well, bringing us into GameStop's chart, GameStop is also in this part of the cycle. Nothing has changed except that it played out inverse. And now GameStop is down here. Here's what we see. We see the rest of the cycle play out inverse, and you get flushed down on GameStop. Or this is what Roaring Kitty's fire emoji is, and you see a fire sale. This could be the fire sale that you're seeing on GameStop before a move higher. And obviously, I assume that if GameStop flushes down, AMC will also have an inverse part of the cycle. But GameStop could squeeze and AMC could squeeze off of this catalyst, off of this FOMC catalyst. Okay, I told you to put your tinfoil hats on. Not only do we have the fire emoji, then we have the crash emoji or the merger emoji, right? Because it means collision. But when is National Cat Day? Tuesday, October 29th. What happened October 28th? 2008, well, the peak of the Volkswagen squeeze when the market ended up crashing. Is this going to be the same scenario? Is GameStop and AMC going to peak October 29th on National Cat Day? Is this going to go down in the history books as the greatest thing that we have ever seen? Right now, you could potentially be living history. Not only that, this is just digging a little bit further. Take this with a grain of salt, but this meme is back from 2021 where you have the Simpsons character holding a sign that says Moas is coming, and GameStop actually posted a Simpsons character walking with a sign saying GameStop, actually not a ripoff. Is this a sign? Again, take that with a grain of salt. Now, GameStop's options chain is not as loaded as AMC's, with only about 50,000 calls expiring this week and then 20,000 puts expiring this week as well. Now, May 15th, 2024, Roaring Kitty tweeted a clip featuring both Black Swan and Spider-Man. And shout out to Not So Crazy. She says, interestingly, a picture I shared from the bulletin shows an event titled Feeding the Black Swan, dated Saturday, September 21st, 1895. This year, September 21st also falls on a Saturday. What's more, the time span between May 15th and September 21st, 2024 is 129 days. In reverse, 129 becomes 921, mirroring the date 921 or September 21st. Is it a coincidence? And then you saw Roaring Kitty post that mirror picture. The 1895 is 1002. By now, we all know that the 1002 matches Roaring Kitty. So we have a match with 129 as in days, what makes in a mirror 921, and with that September 21st. But there is a double 129, 1895 and 2024. 129 years. You go further down the rabbit hole and it doesn't seem like a coincidence. So maybe it is not JPOW that is going to crash the market, but it is Roaring Kitty doing a thing next Saturday, or aliens, or nothing. And 129 in Gematria, many results, but one of them means it's game over. And here is the picture from the bulletin. Is JPOW feeding the Black Swan? Is this Roaring Kitty's crash emoji? That's going to bring us into the market. 561.77, basically flat on the day, rejecting this trend line. I said you want to see the SPY come down to 555 to 555.65 by the meeting on the 18th, and then scale higher from there. As of right now, the sideways trading isn't as volatile as I'd like it to be. I'd like to start seeing people get a little bit more risk off coming into the meeting so that there can be more buying pressure following the meeting. Now, Everything we covered sounds very, very, very bearish. And also looking at gold, this is a transfer of risk, which is also very bearish technically for the market. Technically, the US markets, the DXY dropping, gold scaling higher, Bitcoin, we talked about a close above 59,700. Bitcoin's bearish now. We didn't get that close. Sunday night, this thing flushed down below the level that I wanted it to close above, and now you're back in the bottom of the channel once again. So you rejected off of the middle of the channel, showing weak momentum in Bitcoin. What I'd like to see this week now for Bitcoin to hold up a little bit is a hold above 57,000. If we hold above that for the entire week, you can expect another large green candle right up to 61,500 to 63,000. That's essentially what I'm watching for Bitcoin. Obviously, this meeting will probably move it before then. Now, there is a 61% chance that the Fed will be cutting rates by 50 BPS on Wednesday. It was just 14% chance 2 days ago. And also, Democratic senators are now urging the Fed to cut rates by 75 BPS on Wednesday. These cuts would drastically move the market higher, in my opinion. The fact that we might get a 0.5 cut is extremely bullish. If we get a 0.25, it's likely already priced in, and there's going to be something else that's not going to make sense. If we don't get a cut at all, SPY is going to flush extremely, extremely hard. That's a very low percentage. We're likely to get a cut, but this is what we're watching. 0.25, kind of neutral, not a cut, very bearish. 0.5 or 0.75, pretty bullish in my opinion. Now, obviously, the assassination attempt on Trump, you can't make this up. Based on the DJT cycle we have, you saw this pop right here. This pop comes down, makes U, pops again, right? And then peaks and then starts to scale lower. You're likely to see, ready? Let's see if this plays out. September 20th to 25th, that week, you're likely to see the same peak on DJT of around $19.80. I'm calling that back out for it to come right back up to that and then start scaling lower. Last but not least, NVIDIA getting a candle under this ascending support channel that it was trading in. If we close under 117, NVIDIA is bearish. I just wanted to put that out there. A close under 117 is likely to bring you down to 111 on NVIDIA. A close above 117 is likely to bring you back up to 122, and then a breakout. Everything is kind of sitting sideways waiting for that Fed meeting. Navigate to the description under the video and join the Discord server. It is a coffee a month. I post my trades as soon as I take them. We talk stocks and crypto in there all day long. I'm in there on the daily. Come talk with me. Come talk with the most amazing people of stocks and crypto. Let's become financially free together. I want the YouTube fam to come join there so we can chit chat. Again, that's the third link, and we have options trading alerts in there. We post our gains, post our losses, all that good stuff. The second link, if you want 15 free stocks, open a Moomoo account. It's a free broker. It takes 2 minutes, and make a deposit. For those who signed up through my link and didn't deposit yet, you are not getting those benefits. So sign up and make a deposit. It can literally be a penny or $1. They just have to recognize it. You're also getting level 2 order book data for free, access to trading options, going long, going short, and more as a retail trader. So go use my link, guys. Open a Moomoo account and make a deposit into there. And last but not least, obviously, you can see my custom indicator is the very top link up at the forefront, where I'm giving it to you for free for 2 weeks. So hopefully you can make some money in the 2 week span that you have it, and then decide if you want to keep it or not. It is pattern detection and forecasting. You can add it to your TradingView charts. It detects patterns, gives you price targets, and forecasts what the stocks might do. Overall, guys, that is what I got for you for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed your weekend. Let's make some money this week. I am fighting a sickness right now. That's why this video is going up a little bit late. But I'm here. I got you guys. Get in the Discord. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.